Hi everyone, I'm Derek Borne. I am from Paris, Ontario. I am the sci-fi author of 11 books so far. My newest book, Dino Rift, just came out last August, and it has been crazy awesome how different this book has been in success compared to my other ones, because I didn't realize how much people still like dinosaurs. I have to say this one was really a lot of fun to write, because when I was younger, I obviously read Jurassic Park as a kid. Love Michael Crichton. I love so much of what he's done. Plus, the movies help keep people's interest in dinosaurs, which is great. But Dino Rift is different because it not only shows dinosaurs in a different light, but it also incorporates that sci-fi time travel aspect too. And I also have a friend in Kitchener who is an artist, and she actually made pictures of the dinosaurs for me, so that every time a character comes across a different dinosaur, which you don't really see in the mainstream stuff like Jurassic Park and that, you actually get to see what they look like, not just the description. So it helps you really, as you're trekking through the prehistoric forest with Cameron and Vivian, you actually get to see what these creatures look like, and also kind of how they act in difference to what you normally see. So when I was really young, I'm gonna be honest here, I was bullied as a kid, and for me, writing was an escape. I was able to create my own worlds, create my own characters, and there's something about creating characters where you end up basically kind of becoming like friends with them, because they come from you. Each character is a different part of you. And I actually found that even with my first series that I wrote at the age of 14 to 17, the Ultimate Agent series, Superhero Spy, when I wrote the last book and actually rewrote it later in life, it was really hard to let go, because they had been a part of my life, half my life really, and to walk away and go on to bigger and better things, so to speak, like with Dino Rift, writing is something that has been a huge passion for me, and I'm happy that it shows, and that I've found quite a few readers that fall in love with the stories and characters that I've written, because then those readers also become my friends. And that's kind of the thing I love about social media now, is because you can actually contact your favorite author on Facebook or even by email, and if you loved it that much, go ahead and message them. Send them an email, because that's actually what keeps us going. We give in to the imposter syndrome a fair bit. I'm sure a lot of authors will feel the same way as me. But when we get that 5-star review, 4-star review even, we love those. But especially getting those messages. And what's been nice about Dino Rift is I have literally had parents message me and say, my kid loved your book, or my kid has read your book twice in the matter of a week. Those are the things that us authors need to hear, because there are days where we just go, why am I still doing this? Why am I still showing up and writing these words down? But yeah, writing when I was younger to now has been not just a stress relief, but it's definitely been something that helps me keep my sanity, helps me keep going. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I hope that with every book that I put out, my passion and heart is seen in each book. I kind of grew my readership through Facebook for the most part, and I ended up in a couple of groups, and there was actually an author in a group that kind of took me under her wing, because I had a lot of questions. I didn't know where to turn to for publishing. I didn't know who to contact. But as soon as she showed me actually how easy it was to publish through Amazon, that's where all my publishing has been through, I realized that it was conducive to the way I write. I'm not one of those authors that can pump out 3, 4, or 100 books in a year. I usually do 1 a year, maybe 2 at most. And it really just helped me to not push myself too much. I mean, obviously life can change in an instant. But being able to put out a book once a year, like Dino Rift, the sequel I'm hoping should be coming out this summer. Yeah, it's been through Amazon, and then I found a amazing cover artist at We Got You Covered, Molly Phipps in the UK. She is fantastic at basically taking what I've asked her that's in my mind and a few little notes, and then making it truly fantastic. I'm really excited actually to release the cover for the second book because it is a mammoth of a cover, I will say that much. I found when I was younger at the public library in Paris, there was a librarian there that she was so sweet. I still think about her every once in a while because she really encouraged the reading at a young age. And I think because of that really also made me feel at the point when I was getting bullied that, you know, if books can help someone get through something, then why not put something out there that can maybe touch someone's heart? And I've always appreciated Mrs. Broomfield, sorry, no S in there, that she really was kind of that stepping off point into the book world. I always liked telling stories when I was really, really little. Like my mom got me one of those recorders and I would just say my own stories into them. It was usually my own version of a Robert Munch book, but anyway, she made things fun. And, you know, like any good librarian, if I needed to learn something at such a young age, she would find me the exact right book that I needed. And that's why libraries really are so important, because not only can you find the information you need, but you end up making a friend. And that's something I've really tried to do through my author journey too, is readers aren't just readers, they're your friends. Because once you create your characters in the worlds and they fall in love with it, then they end up loving not just that you can make them feel something, they actually do want to connect with people that have maybe the same views or, you know, the same way they think about things. And like really my group that I have on Facebook of my readers group, they are my bookish family. I've always liked using that term bookish family because it's exactly what it is. So here's an excerpt from Dino Rift. "Throw them in," Mr. Sharp ordered with a raised index finger swirling around in a circle. "All of them." "What?" Vivian's feet shot to life as the guards worked their way toward the window-like rift. "You can't, no!" All of Cameron's strength couldn't break the security guard's grasp. "Take your hands off me!" Each of the 4 guards that separated Emily Ann from Sebastian took one of her limbs. As she yelled and screamed, she couldn't accept the fact that her whole plan had fallen apart so quickly. All her research, acquiring equipment, and the vehicle, all for nothing. A hard heave sent Cam flying up and over the rim of the surging space-time electricity. Next in line, Viv's last squirm failed to thwart her captors. Another toss, another one through. Defenseless, EA wished she could close her ears as the insidious crackling noise grew louder. Not only would she become a victim of them, but she had also sent 2 young people into the rift's otherworldly clutches. "One more thing before you go," Sebastian strolled over, calm and collected. "Watch out for the bugs." So you can find my book at the Norfolk County Library at any branch. You can also go to my website, derekborne.weebly.com. Weebly because I have not fully purchased a website yet. You can go there. I have a link for even if you want a signed copy. I love sending out signed copies because it just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. You can also find all my books on Amazon. I have 11 books now. The fun thing about actually my Ultimate Agent Superhero Spy series is it does link up to Dino Rift. So you can either read Dino Rift as a standalone, or if you want a few, because I do make subtle little hints here and there of the past stuff from the superhero series. If you want an even fuller experience, you can check those out too. And they're a lot of fun. It's almost like if you took James Bond and Marvel movies and mashed them into one with my own heart and passion to it. It was a lot of fun. I still miss the characters. And I will say too that hopefully, if things go well this summer, the Dino Rift sequel entitled Sorcore Salvation should be coming out. Probably around August if I can make it the same as last year. I am working on a couple other projects too. One is actually a spin-off from Dino Rift, and I can't go too much into more of that other than saying that it involves a 7th century English woman getting time blasted to an android-run dystopian and also befriends a saber-toothed tiger. That's all I can say. And thank you very much for joining me this evening. Thank you to the library for putting this together. You can find me on, again, my website, derekborne.weebly.com, or I am on Facebook, I am on Twitter. I don't really use it all that much because I find it's a void. TikTok, I have a lot of fun on. I actually created my own book superhero on TikTok called Bookman, and he's a lot of fun to play because anything that has to do with books, he will be an advocate for. I'm also on Instagram, and yeah, if you go to any of my profiles, you'll see my link tree, you'll see all the links to all the places you can find me. I'm even on YouTube. There may be some videos on YouTube of me singing Phantom of the Opera songs. So, I do love to sing. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys.